Hey, what's up? I'm Mr. Hatman, and in this video, we're gonna talk about how to beat the giant with an assassin build in Game of Thrones Kingsroad. Are you frustrated with how to beat the giant? Well, in this guide, I'm gonna show you exactly how. But here's the deal. The game's a breeze until you hit this one boss, the giant. Oh man, I was stuck on this guy for weeks. I searched everywhere on the internet, YouTube, you name it. I couldn't find a single video that showed me exactly how to take him down. I was grinding, pulling my hair out, and honestly ready to chuck my controller out the window. Sound familiar? Well, I finally cracked it, and I'm here to save you the hassle. It's a very difficult boss, and my momentum is pretty high, but he's still just completely slaying me here. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to beat the giant with an assassin build. It's my favorite class, and you can do so by simply following the guide. So trust me, this is just the start. I've got a whole series coming up to level your Kingsroad game. So if you're not quite at this place in the game, stick around for that. And in the meantime, let me show you how you can beat this boss. So first of all, you want to get leveled up. And we're going to go more detailed, but let me give you a secret here. It's the Executioner's Venom Ointment. Use that, and what that does is it increases your attack chance against a human enemy. Now, this is a human enemy. I'm going to go through more details in a future video, but I want you to understand just the tactics. He initially attacks you, and you want to get close to him and drop your poison and drop your flame. Notice how I've already dropped his health way down because of the buffs. Dodge all of his attacks, and you can see very quickly we advance to stage 2. Stage 2, his helmet comes off, and this is really the most difficult stage because he's constantly in a frenzy. Now there's a couple of things you need to pay attention to. Do not let him grab you. Okay, instead I'm now using my crown, and be careful, sometimes the controls get you messed up, but once again I'm dropping poison on him, and I'm trying to get a flame on him as well. So these do damage for him in between the time he's going to go into God mode. You're going to see he's going to go into God mode really quick here. Just keep whittling away at him, and you see we're getting him down. The last part is the hardest. Okay, I got him down to almost half the health. But you'll see that the video, it's going to take a little bit more effort to get him going. He now goes into God mode, and I can't do any damage to him at all. I throw a dagger at him, but it does no damage. But he's still taking damage from the poison and the flame. So you just have to sit this out. Don't go near him until you can actually hear him yell again, and then you can damage him again. Now, for some reason, he's also increased his armor. So the amount of damage I can inflict on him is much less. Plus, he constantly keeps grabbing you and pounding you into the pavement. So I'm using a brute build. We want to make sure that the brute has enough health. There we go. Okay, we're attacking again. Attacking again. Now notice I still have 9 potions left, so I feel pretty confident that I'll beat this boss on this particular round. The big difference is that you also need to dodge these attacks. Okay? When he tries to grab you like that, use that as an opportunity. As soon as he finishes, go back in there and just hit him with a few things, and every opportunity try to do an ambush on him. Ambush takes much less than poison. I'm going to drop poison again and then flame again. You see now the clock starts ticking. You've got to get it all the way down. That little last piece is the hardest. This is where a lot of people fail because he gets enraged, and it's much, much harder to beat this guy when he's enraged like that because he keeps knocking you down. Okay? Now I try to apply another effect, but that would eliminate the executioner, so I decided not to do that. But he got me a second time, so I'm dropping another potion, and I'm not going to let him hit me again. So I just, also the other thing is you can use as an attack is a dash attack. So you dash towards him, as soon as he finishes his movement, dash toward him and attack. Dash toward him and attack, then dodge away. That, okay? He still will hit you on a few times, so you need to have enough health. Notice I'm level 28, 71,000 momentum. Okay? It's much easier to beat this boss at that level. And don't worry about it, because the next boss is even harder. But it's okay, because the rest of the quests will be much easier, and it's just pure enjoyment. Alright, so now we're getting into the finish line. I'm really wailing on him here. But I'm just to be safe, I'm going to drop another potion in case he downs me. We are almost there, almost there. One more dodge, one more dodge. A quick, swift attack. And notice, it doesn't do as much damage. I was doing a lot more damage in the beginning, and I'm really wailing on him. We finally beat him. Hopefully that one tip of just using the Executioner's Venom ointment will be enough for you to down the boss wherever you are. If not, I'll show you a few other things that you can do. We're going to continue with the story, and then I will break it down for you. Just fast forward ahead.
You never smelled of rot before. This is nothing we've ever seen.
Well, they found this note on one of the thieves. I'm sure Archmaester Cassos would like to hear from you.
The thieves got away. I couldn't get to them in time.
Who knows what more would have been taken if it weren't for your interference. But who should happen to need poisons, rare metals, and reading materials on medicines, bodily functions, herbs, and ancient history?
Maesters and learned lords. What are you saying, Archmaester? Why would a maester need to steal from the library?
Perhaps not one with a chain. Even we have excommunicated men, not unlike the faith.
They had a writ of passage with the seal of House Florent, and some sort of walking corpse.
Necromancy is forbidden. Novices and maesters alike have been cast out for pursuing such interests. You recall Nymeria Sand? She departed for Brightwater Keep after your bold escapade. Theobald tells me she showed interest in some sort of herb that might influence men's minds. House Florent's maester, Colvin, was the one who first alerted the Citadel of it. A drug to influence a mind, perhaps even a decaying one, could be a dangerous weapon.
Colvin? That was the name on the note I found. I'll head for Brightwater Keep. I can look into Colvin and track down the books.
As luck would have it, the keep's castellan, Sir Colin Florent, has asked the Citadel for aid. Apparently his small folk have begun to act strangely. I will send a raven. You will arrive as an agent of the Citadel and find Sir Colin's hold at your disposal while you investigate.
Right. Tell Sam I'm tracking down the book. If I'm not back soon, he should go north without me.
Tarly will be well attended to for this investigation. Farewell, and be careful.
Alright, we finally beat the giant after a lot of work. So I'm going to show you exactly what it took to do that. Break it down for you step by step. So let's get into it. First of all, let's go to the skill tree. We decided to use primarily poison, ambush, and ignite weapon. The reason is ambush is better for single targets. We ranked up poison to maximum level. So as you can see, poison is level 28. On the basic attack, big shout out to the internet community. They suggested going with strike combo 3. After 3 light attacks, you follow up with a strike combo 3. And that's really good for poison. I'll show you. Go into it. Poison Dart increases strike combo 3 days damage against poison targets by 25%. Paralysis, enemy will not be able to cancel. Additionally increases damage against poison targets by 15%. And Weaken, additionally increases damage as last attack strike combo against poison targets by 30%. Now we also had some buffs. If we go into our buffs, first of all, we went over to this little place in the north, just in the northern part of Old Town, if I remember correctly. Let's see, where is it? It's called Cliff, okay? Cliff, once you clear it, you get an additional bonus boost to your critical strike rate as well as your damage. Okay? And so that is running, so we do that immediately before attempting the giant. And the last thing I did is I popped the potion. So we're going to bring up our inventory here. The potion I used is called Executioner's Venom Ointment. You can only have one concoction running at a time. So Vitalizing is another one you can use, increases your max HP. But if you're doing a poison build, the Executioner's is the best. I'm going to use this for other content in the story. The other thing I used, actually I didn't need to, but yeah, I actually did use it. It was, let me find it here. It's been used, so it's no longer in my inventory, but let me show you where it is. We go to the Messenger Raven, and we go over here to the workshop, and we go here to make potions, and you'll see it's called Enraging Powder. Okay, we have to go get these mushrooms. These mushrooms are the Devil's Ear mushroom. And you can get the Devil's Ear mushroom from the High Garden Apothecary. He sells them, and that's in the next area. In order to beat the giant, I actually had to clear almost all of High Garden before I had enough gear score to beat this area. And then there's also a gathering area right over here. this area right here in the last hearth area of the gift. In this area in Godswood is where you can go pick up these mushrooms. Once you craft that potion, what it does is it basically restores your rage. So you can drop the poison on him immediately. And if you have a cooldown and you want to drop the poison again, that's what you want to do. So that's how we finally beat the boss. We go into a couple of things like artifacts, which are really important. We're going to have a complete leveling guide. I also want to talk a little bit about the update that's coming and how it affects the most important thing called skill. Now, your basic skills, you have to decide if you're going to deal with strike combo 1, strike combo 2, or strike combo 3, or strike combo 4. And you have to pick one of them. Well, with the new update, you can level up one strike combo and all of them will upgrade. So this is going to make it a lot easier for you to kill the boss. But all the strategies you're learning from this video will apply nevertheless. Let's go into our character. Okay. I beat the boss with a momentum of 70,000. I tried doing it at 40,000. It was way impossible. I tried doing it at 50,000. Still not possible. I tried doing it at 60,000. It was way too difficult. So I just kept focusing on increasing my momentum. And a lot of that was in artifacts. As you can see, artifacts have the greatest drop. And the biggest change was Torrhen's Crown. You'll see I dropped it several times during the boss fight. What it basically does increases the increase rate of your potions so that your potions act quicker. Light attack speed is 6.3%, but your attack power increases by 15.8%. That's a huge boost to your attack power. I couldn't really even damage the boss very much until I had this. As my secondary, I had the Bloody Towel. That increased my momentum further. On the passive, I'm using the Broken Sword, of course. And you always want to enhance this every time you can, but always keep the purple ones till later. Once your durability is 0 and you can't refine it anymore, there's some tricks that you want to use for purple. So save those purples for some other time. Now, the other thing you want to do is, even an unequipped artifact, you want to level these up. So, like the Stonework Hammer, it's at 0%. If I can enhance it, if I had the materials, then I would. Let's see what else we can do here. Oh, let's go to the gear. Now, I actually used tier 3 armor, but I crafted it based on fighting the bear. And the bear dropped the legendary ability. And then what you want to do is craft 2 of these. That brute armor is better. As you can see, I have already a crafted superior crusher's armor. But look at the difference. 830 versus 2410. You're much better off with a legendary armor. For the helmet, I used an epic. And for the gloves, once again, I use a reforged glove, so it increases the momentum. That allowed me to withstand some of those bigger attacks. Let's go over to the trait tree. This is very important. Because I already have a very high critical strike rate, increasing it by 1 or 2% is not really going to matter much. But what is going to matter is critical strike damage. So we're going to go ahead and do that. 1 point into Mighty Strike because we want to advance, but Mighty Strike doesn't really help bosses at all. Contained Rage decreases rage consumption. Max Rage increase. We could increase the max rage by more, but it's more important to drop rage more often than to try to accumulate it, especially for this boss fight. Once again, the critical strike damage, put all your points into that. All of them, okay? This is the rate increase right over here. Right over here, we have attack power increase. This is critical strike rate increase. Once again, it only increases it by half a point. It's kind of insignificant. The damage is a little bit more important here for everything. So I'm always going to try to maximize this. And you see that when you increase damage, it increases your gear score significantly. So one of the things you can do is you can also take 2 points out of this. It's going to take 2 points out, and I can move them over to here. Right? So it keeps the gear score the same. So one of the things you can do to get yourself up to this momentum level is you want to do as many of these as you can. You want to start doing artifact expeditions. Okay? So as you can see, I have an expedition already running. And in 5 hours, it's going to complete. There's 2 of them running right there. You want to get as many of these wagons as you can. Now, when you click purchase, you can actually buy these for 1,200 gold tokens. Now, the other thing that helped me a lot was I bought the battle pass as well as the season pass. And as you can see, it's probably one of the best things if you want to give a little money back to the developers. Buy the passes because you get all of this great gear in the beginning, right? You get waxes, you get various artifacts. And one of the things you can also do is once you get some of these gold tokens, if you're struggling with it, you can actually advance with it reach instantly, and you can spend a little bit of it. It's probably better than buying things from the shop because you're going to get much better, like right here. Even if I just go to 42, for 360, I can get another wagon. Okay? So I'm just going to do that right now for demonstration purposes. And look, I immediately got a level increase on that. And now I can claim all of my benefits. And look, I got 100 free iron marks that you can spend in the actual, this is like cash in the store, 40,000 copper, 2 ruin runners, gold ore, artifact reinforcement tools, all of that just for spending 360. So manage your economy. Okay, it's one of the real things about this game. Because it's pay to win, you know, or what they call free to play, but pay to win. You want to pay a little bit. Like my measuring stick is, I put in about $40 into the game, which is what I would probably pay for it if it was like an Assassin's Creed kind of game. I probably would pay more than that. But I would say just the best things to get are the battle passes and the season battle passes. Because you actually start ranking up on 2 separate battle passes. So when I collect these, I'm actually advancing these right here, and it increases my growth points and my Wormwalk season growth points. Now there's a few other things I want to tell you. This is really great stuff right here, field content. These are additional side quests that will end when the season is over. So these are the wanteds, the side quests, the water dance, and then the last one right here is an area. So you can actually go over to this area, okay? I can teleport to this teleporter. I'm just gonna do that right now. These mobs respawn and they carry really great loot. I probably already killed them for the day, but let's see. Down here. You want to look for any little red dots somewhere along the road.
Oi! You there? I've got a deal for you. You've got some nice things on you. Reckon I'd like 'em for myself. I'll give you a fair price for it.
Regular iron.
In iron, that is.
Do not fall in the water, you die. Yeah, it looks like I cleared all of them every day. I guess they reset on every day. Like where I usually find them is down over here. In these fields over here. Those are just wolves. If you don't see a guy with a helmet, it's not going to give you any points. They tend to hang out in this wooded area. This guy. No, it looks like those are wolves as well. But once you get to this level, you can really clear things very quickly. And a lot of the grinding goes away. Because you can farm these earlier areas that were very difficult.
You should come into the mountains. Shut no mercy. I'd have shown you.
Let's see what we claimed by completing that quest. I'm just going to go back to... let's go see what we got. Okay, we got an equipment design selection box. That's not very much. All right, so that's what I wanted, was to complete this journey, Tyre's journey, 20 out of 20. And now you can claim 100 gold. You see that? 100 gold dragons. 100 gold dragons. And here I got some additional gold for proof of strength. Now another thing that you want to look at is the maps. When you go into the exploration progress right in here, you want to do all of the things in the reach, because that's going to grant you 1,000 golden dragons. Okay, that's enough to purchase the complete upgrade of the season pass before it expires. So whether you're watching this on the first season, as we're just completing right now, there's only a few days left, as you can see at the time of recording of this video, or you're beginning the next season, you will need to beat this boss. And so if you got some benefit from this video, please like and share it with your friends. Really would love to get your comments as well. Let me know what worked for you, because I'm going to have to beat this boss with my other two characters. So thanks for watching, and have a wonderful, wonderful time with this really great game. Bye now.